And welcome back, guys. So as you can see by the environment behind me, we are not near the village anymore. And instead what we've done, hello sheep, you just gotta spoil things, don't you? Yes? Can I help you? No? Okay. Anyways, I found a Citadel, and I think I'm going to take this episode to kind of show you around it, show the plans for it, and kind of give you an overall feel of how the Citadel is supposed to go. So, just gonna spin it around. Uh, uh, Thanks for letting me borrow your camera. Well, come on, you don't have to be that shy. Look at me at least. Yeah, well, I'll let you guys clean that up. So this is what I found for the Citadel. It's really quite a nice area. As you can see, I've already lit up to stop mobs and stuff. But it's a gigantic overhang, and that is connected to a pillar there. And it's big and flat, and it's nice. I love it so much. It feels very, I don't know, roleplay-ish. Like you'd expect to see this in a roleplay or in like a movie or something like that. I don't know what that was. Something just clicked. But so this is the courtyard type of thing. Okay, so this here will eventually get walled off and decorated and stuff like that. But where these torches are is actually where the wall is going to go. It's going to follow straight to here, and it's going to run straight over to that. I think it's probably going to be down one or two, probably going to be this level, so that the majority of this little spire sticks out, because there is like a dip in it. So it's kind of like a separate little chunk. So I figured if I bring the wall over to it, and then I can just bring the wall, like a little retaining wall type thing, maybe in like a little arch or like little dip in it, and that'll give us like a nice unique feature. Up here also needs to be walled off because if I look at it over there, how did I get up there? I think I went like that. You know, I can do that jump now, but if I had to do it on the spot, I'd lose hard. So it's a decent steepness to it, but things can obviously jump right up to it, and I don't want to have creepers, and stuff coming down in here. So I figure I'll probably terraform this a little bit so it's flatter, so you don't have these like jagged bits. Maybe I'll leave them, I don't know. But I'll put like a 1.5 high wall, ow, so that it stops things from coming in there. There's a few spots over here that still need to be lit up, because these locations there can still spawn terrible enemies, horrible monsters and whatnot. It's great because we've also got like this giant waterfall, which I'm thinking I might build as like almost like a pond, or maybe have it so I dig down in a way and have it as a pond oasis type thing. And that there is also another water source, so it'll feed down. I'll either do thinking of doing like a trough almost, like where it'll come down and then it'll pour over and then fall down into the same feed to whatever we do there. There'll be some sort of entrance. I'm thinking the formal entrance is probably going to be here somewhere on this wall, because this seems to be a nice gentle slope that you can then go from. For reference point, because you're probably wondering, the village is directly that way. Actually, it's a little bit that way, but it's like there. Not quite perfectly straight, but you get the idea. Another really cool feature about this is why one of the major reasons why I actually took it is you can see that it comes down flat and then it cuts off here. So it creates like this, I don't know, pedestal almost for something. So I want to put like a statue or like a symbol, like maybe a giant burning brazier. I think that's the appropriate term, giant pot of fire. As kind of a signifier. As for the actual base itself, we're not going to have anything above ground. It's all going to be below ground, but we're going to have like, what do you call it? Decorative effects. Aesthetically pleasing. And that's going to be like a staircase down here. Maybe have a staircase there and then switch back. I want to have some sort of ruins. Like, almost like someone tried to build something. Like they had a farm set or something here, but it didn't stay. or maybe it got maybe I'll have like giant holes in it and make it look like the creepers wiped their had their way with it. But the actual building, as you can see, there's it's through here these 4 dirt blocks. And these are placeholders for now. Oh, I just broke my shovel. It was enchanted too. I wonder what the enchantment was. That may have been a significant waste. Oops. Anyways, the actual doors are not going to be dirt, and they're not going to be normal doors either. I'm going to use gem doors. For those who don't know what that is, it's essentially it's a 2x2 pistons. So these dirt blocks would be replaced with smooth stone to blend in with the wall. Then the pistons would be sitting about here and extended to hold it in place. And then when you trip a switch, they'll pull back so that the piston would be here in this block here, and this block here would be where the dirt is now. And then there's more pistons behind all 4, like 4 pistons behind that pulls them in, and then you can walk in between the two, and you have like a 2-wide path. And the idea is that this will lead down, just temporary stuff here, lead down this pathway and into a 3-wide, which leads you into the Citadel proper. This obviously is only 2, but this will be higher. And then this here is the main central shaft. Okay? So if you think about the shard, it has the little staircase down, and that little shaft has water at the bottom, and then it has like a room wrapping around it. Well, this is the same concept, except that the shaft itself is this independent room. Okay? So you'll come into it, and you'll actually be on a bridge. It'll be like 3 wide, and then it'll be 1 wide straight across to another one. And it'll just be a deadfall all the way down. This will be much higher, of course. I think if I did my math correct, I should be able to get the full height of it without having to poke out of the ground above. And then across the bridge, of course. So you'll come in, you'll have to come across the bridge, and you'll be staring at a wall. And this wall will actually be another 3-wide path. Same as that one. I'm getting some serious lag in this area. Ooh. Let's do that again. So it'll be doing the same 3-wide path, except instead of it being like 9 or 10 or whatever this is, it'll be the interior space, and it'll be 1, 2, 3, and then interior space. So this will be the length of the actual tunnel. Nothing major. Very short. But at the end of that tunnel will be a shard. You'll come into the top level of the shard. And that'll be all farming. The entire shard will be retrofit to be nothing but farms. Then, when you're over on this side, there'll be actually a staircase that'll go down to the corner and then down to the middle of the room, to here. And on that level, there will be another 3-wide path and then have a shard off it. And that'll be storage and crafting. Then you'll go across a bridge to advanced crafting, which will be which is enchanting and brewing. And then down another switchback staircase to personal chambers, which is the lowest one right near the bottom. And that will have personal chambers in it. It'll have like an armory type system to show specific gear for specific reasons, like one for specifically going into the nether, one for specifically fighting heavy combat, so like the Wither boss and the Ender Dragon. Then one for, or maybe not the Ender Dragon, because the Ender Dragon has some significant risks if you die. The Wither boss kills you, you kind of lose some of your stuff and you might be able to be fine. But the Ender Dragon kills you, you may have fallen off the world and lost it all. So, but then there'd be like an aquatic version and stuff, kind of like the different versions of like armor specifically designed to cope or deal with the main boss like events. But oh, it is night. That's not what I wanted to see. But for now, it's just going to be a lot of digging. Now, I'm probably not going to show you any digging on camera. Well, I might show you today's digging on camera. Just to try and talk and explain how this is going to work and how we're going to jump back and forth. Because, oh, I should probably get a better pick. There's not much left to that one. Because with the village and this one, it's going to allow us to actually jump back and forth and choose which project I have inspiration for. But I will admit, more than likely, we're going to probably be sitting here for a while. Just because there's a lot to be done here. A lot of digging, a lot of building. I think I want like an alcove type thing here. Just give it a feel of more room. Maybe not even actually having more room, but just like I don't know. There's no way of like softening corners like that, is there? I can put it like a, what do you call it? Cobblestone wall. I think that's what they're called. The walls. Yeah, they're walls, not fences, right? Yeah, cobblestone wall. So we do that to kind of soften it, but yeah, I'll be spending most of my time here just to get the we'll like arc into that, and then we can put something like an item stand or something. Maybe we should do the same on this one too. We'll be spending more time here just because of the fact that it's where I kind of want to be. It's the new project, right? And you got all kinds of plans for it, and you want to kind of see it come to fruition. That looks really weird. Like really, really weird. Oh, because it's 4 wide. No, it's 3. Yeah, because it's 3 here, and then it becomes. It's only 2 wide here technically, because this isn't a square. Ah, okay. So if we drop this back one more, because then it would be 4 by 3, 4. Does that make sense? I think I'm just digging a big hole. I'm not actually doing anything properly. So let's try this again, shall we? Okay, so we want to come down to 2. This becomes 3 wide. So this alcove can look right. Whoops. Let's dig that out. So that could be the alcove. This one we'll do like a shelf or something. That's a better idea. Then we can put like plants or something there. That should go too. There we go. Just so it gives it a little bit more room when you're coming down here. More grandiose, not just turn and then down. These won't be here, by the way. I still have to figure out the roof, obviously. There's still quite a bit to be done. But right, so because this is the new one, I want to do a lot of the actual work as quickly as possible to get it passed, because a lot of it is just straight digging right now. And that can be boring. I know it's boring. I've watched quite a few episodes that are quite boring. But once we have that done, then we can actually start doing the building, the proper building. And that, at least in my mind, is fun. But I don't want to abandon the village. Like, we're going to be jumping back and forth. I want to try and go, like, maybe next episode, jump back, do something there. Just because otherwise it feels very, almost like I abandoned it to start this project. And because if I work on this project as much as I want to work on this project, you won't see the village for probably months. Because it'll just be gone. I won't pay attention to it. And I don't want to do that. That is a surefire way for villagers to die, for projects to be abandoned, etc., etc., etc. So, oh, I found a cave. Maybe we'll go explore that. Make this a little bit more entertaining than me just digging holes. Right, now I've taken over quite a bit, or brought over? Taken over? Brought over. Brought over is a better way of saying that. I brought over quite a bit of resources as it is. I think I even got the diamonds. I'm not sure. Maybe I didn't bring the diamonds. I do know I brought like the enchanting table and stuff like that. All up in these chests. There's all kinds of stuff in this chest here. So I've got the enchanting table. I've got the very damaged anvil apparently. Some iron, quite a bit of coal. I brought over eggs and stuff because that's something we need to get set up actually. Is the farming. Did I bring up a water bucket? Oh yeah, it's in my inventory. Derp. So we'll just set up a simple coop. You can set it up right up against a wall for chickens. because I want to make this self-sustaining as quickly as possible. Let's go like this. Doesn't need to be very big. Now let's hope we get chickens. Oh, we got one, so we're successful. I found that if you throw the eggs... Oh, no, get out of the wall. Oh, I hate that. That's... Maybe I should be throwing them, like, down. So if they spawn, they'll spawn on or something? Maybe that's the trick. Oh, I'm so sorry, buddy. Stop running around. And that's 3. 3, that's a good number. That'll do. Then we can just dig out some of this part here, I guess. Because there's coal here. I'm going to dig it out anyways. Yeah, so after we're done setting up this little quick farm and self-sufficienting... Self-sufficienting? There's some words for you. Some terrible, terrible words. Because all I need to do is just make sure that I get like the pumpkins, and then we'll plant the sugar canes, and that'll be all that we need to kind of make technically a self-sufficient farm, a reliable farm. So I need pumpkin seeds, I need the reeds, and I need the hoe in order to till the soil. Which I don't know if I bring a hoe. I may have to make one. I'm not sure why I would bring one. Maybe so I didn't have to make one, but you never know. Need 2 of those, and I didn't bring one, so I'll just make one. Man, I've burnt through that pick already. You notice that? It really doesn't take very long to burn through a pick. That's what that's for. Oops, 3. There's some serious lag up here, and I don't know why. I'm gonna have to investigate, see if there's something weird going on. Maybe there's a lot of bush, or maybe there's a fire nearby. My computer can't really handle fire. So we're gonna finish setting up this farm, and then I guess it'll be an episode because that's already 18 minutes. Oops. No, you don't need that. And then just to make sure that things will grow nice and OCD compliant, we'll go like that. Otherwise, the pumpkin could grow over there. I don't know if they grow in stone, actually. But we'll see. Anyways, yeah, so that's been a really quick breakdown of the Citadel. Next time you see it, it'll have a lot more progress. Maybe we'll even do some caving in there. Or you might see me at the village. Who knows? Either way, whoops. See you when I see you.